inspiring, thought-provoking and essential. If you're thinking about doing the biker down course, honestly I can't recommend it enough. What have you got to lose? It's absolutely free, and the stuff that you learn in this course will set you for life. If you have no idea what this course is, that's absolutely fine. I was in the same shoes as you were, and I looked into it, went ahead and did it, and honestly I'm chuffed with it. I can't recommend it enough to any of you guys. It's a couple-hour course with the fire department, and they teach you what to do if you're the first responder to accident, specifically a motorbike accident. You could be using it at any point, and hopefully you never have to. We got greeted by a paramedic and a firefighter team who took us through the day, and we sat there with unlimited tea and coffee and biscuits. It was a really good day. There was about 12 of us. All of us were bikers. Unfortunately, I was the only one that took my car. We met at the Exeter West Point Arena in Exeter. We had a classroom there set up with a fire bike outside, which was pretty cool. And we got taught quite a lot that day. I'm not going to be passing this knowledge on to you. That is not what I'm here for today. What I'm here to do is to show you guys who've never heard of this course, or maybe thinking about this course, just what this course can actually do for you, and also why I think you should go ahead and do it. So we started off with one of the chaps from the firefighting team, and we were talking about scene management, which is ultimately the first thing that you do when you come across an accident. They were using real pictures from real world examples, and we went through kind of problem solving these real examples and what we would do, and we were kind of learning that way. We would talk through on the fly as what's right and what's wrong, what you can do, what's legal, and I picked up quite a lot by doing it practically like this. It was a really well set up classroom environment for us all. So just to run through some of the things that we actually talk about in the scene management is obviously how to make it safe when you get there. So you may have to organise it so that someone kind of stops the traffic, how to park your bike, and also how to prepare for the first responders. That's if you need it. Obviously the next point is the triage. This is something that service people use in the military, paramedics, ambulance, everyone uses triage, even the fire department. It's a way of prioritising not just the casualties, but it's how to work through it and organise it. Oh, look at him having a rublet. We got taught what to do when the service actually gets there. So it's you get 2 fire trucks to a RTC, a road traffic collision. You get 1 ambulance per casualty, and then you also have the police. So you do actually get taught how you can organise for a 15-ton fire engine to come down the road and block it off. Obviously that's what they do before they start working properly, is you have everything road closed and the lights are on, and you even have hoses rolled out just in case things go south, that they can quickly put out any fires. So talking through this as if it was a real world scenario made it a world better than, you know, just a classroom environment, getting taught what to do for this, what to do for that. It was a lot of myths busted, you know, something that some people get commonly confused is that petrol is just super explosive, but there is actually other worries that you need to take into consideration, like petrol fires that when they run away, and there's a few bits that definitely picked up it and learned that I never even thought of. Once we'd done some of that, we actually got taught by a trained paramedic. He had been in the ambulance service for 31 years, so he's probably picked up a few things in his time. We got taught how to do CPR and how to use a defibrillator, how to take off a helmet and the myths surrounding that. I hear a lot of the time, in fact this is all I've ever known, is never take off a motorcyclist's helmet, but this paramedic seriously disagrees with that. He says he's never ever not taken a helmet off. You think if the guy's perfectly fine. Taking his helmet off isn't going to hurt him, and he's going to feel a hell of a lot more comfortable. And on the flip side, if they can't breathe, or they're burbling, or they're unconscious, you probably should take the helmet off anyway to be able to assess them better. And if they've got a broken neck, which is the main worry about taking off a helmet, obviously you don't want to pull it off and ultimately like paralyze them or cause any severe cuts to the spine. A motorcycle collision, usually at high speed, if you've severed your neck, it's probably been severed all the way, you're going to turn up the guy's dead, unfortunately. So the paramedic was saying that in 31 years of working, he's never seen an occasion where you shouldn't take the helmet off, because the guy was always either dead or okay enough to take it off, or would have been dead if they didn't take it off. So this isn't me saying to you that you should take a helmet off, but this is a really interesting thing that I learned how to do and why you should do it. Doing the CPR was interesting. I'm sure the paramedic knows a lot more about it than what he taught us. The point of this course isn't to make us a professional that is going to be on standby to come out and react to emergency calls. What it is being the person that puts the hand up and starts working on a casualty when everyone else starts taking pictures. You know, if there's like a serious accident, a lot of people don't want to see it, they don't want to deal with that, so they walk away. And if it's not a serious casualty, unfortunately people can take pictures. So it's being that person that steps forward and helps, and doing something is better than doing nothing when someone's lying on the floor dying. We got given a bunch of useful skills by this paramedic. There's a lot more to be learned than what we first thought. You don't need to be a medical professional to learn it. It is the basics, but there's a lot. Even how to recognise the common injuries that a motorcyclist will have. Obviously a lot of motorcyclists are going to have a catastrophic hemorrhage, which is like an artery that has been broken, or brain trauma, that sort of stuff. So it's recognising the symptoms and obviously understanding the methods to go through. We even got given a first aid kit which has got leather shears in them, because obviously with a catastrophic hemorrhage the leathers can actually hide a lot of bleeding, so you need to be able to cut the leathers off and just assess the casualty just to check. Yeah, unfortunately you're going to get your expensive leathers cut off you, I'm afraid. After this we actually did quite a lot of preventative measures, so how to stay seen, how to not blend into your environment, the different types of camouflages that people wear, the fact that, you know, high vis doesn't always work in your environment. You know, in autumn when you've got the bright leaves and all that, there's a lot to talk about, even eye movement like cicadas. There's a lot to learn. It was very enjoyable, it's done in a really nice way, and obviously the guys there were just fantastic. It was a great team, everyone there was professional, but were really friendly, and the idea is that if you had a question you could say it. I actually asked a really stupid question. This was to the paramedic. I was asking what you do if someone's got their jugular severed open. I mean, how do you squeeze someone's jugular? So they're going to stop breathing, aren't they? So just so you know what this course isn't, it's not a first aid course. It's not a boring classroom jobby where you're just going to be sat down in front of a screen getting taught this is that and this is for this. There's a load of statistics, but honestly it's so interesting and it's worth learning because it does put your own riding in perspective, and there's a few things that are a bit scary but are still worth learning. I can't say it enough though, this isn't a first aid course. You're getting taught how to be proactive whilst waiting for the emergency department to come, how to call the police, how to organise the people that are just filming, how to get them to be proactive as well. You don't have to be medically trained to do a lot of good. In fact, 90% of the work really is just talking and connecting to the casualty. It's a horrible, terrifying thought, but can you imagine dying alone on the motorway after a crash? A complete stranger can change that whole experience by putting the hand on their shoulder and telling you that you're going to be okay. Having someone to comfort you, take your helmet off and make your final moments a little bit more comfortable can make a world of change, especially to the family. So this isn't just a first aid course, there's a lot more to it than that. Hi everyone, thank you so much for keeping right to the end of this video. I know it's been quite a sad and depressing topic. There's been a few touchy bits, but honestly this is all for the awareness side. I'm only doing this for all the right reasons. Just trying to spread awareness of this amazing course that I've done. I did it as soon as I found out about it. Obviously it's free, there's a lot of value, there's a lot to learn that you can get from doing this course. If you've got any questions, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below or over on my Facebook page at Riders Corner UK. Down in the description box I will be also linking Biker Down themselves to their own Facebook page, so if you've got any more specific questions you can ask them there. Whilst you're down there, please feel free to squeeze that like button, it really does help with the YouTube algorithm. I've actually got a few more videos coming out that I've just filmed this weekend. We've just washed the bike, it's gleaming at the minute, and I went through my whole routine. Also, I've got the yoke stripped off at the minute. We were painting that one. It's black, it's right behind you and it looks lovely. We're going to be lacquering that one up in a minute, showing you exactly what I'm doing with that. So if that sort of stuff piques your interest, please subscribe. I've been Ryan from Riders Corner, and I'm out.